Hey guys, so in this video I would like to show you how you can edit your photos on Lightroom and make them Instagrammy. Just make them looking amazing. So I'll just start editing with a photo that I have never edited before on Lightroom, just to make sure that I'll be transparent with you, and see if there are any mistakes as well, just to make sure that you'll see um, editing from first hand. This hasn't been edited before, so just go ahead and add a photo that I took in New York City, which is this photo here. You basically go to import and you choose your folder or all your photos, and then you just click import or enter. When you do this, the photo is going to show up right here. Just double click it and then click develop. So now I have my filters here, but my presets, but I'm not gonna use them. I'll just start over with you. So with this here, you can change the temperature. I'll make it a bit colder like this. You can see -7. I'm not gonna change the tint because it changed the color of the photo. And then what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna increase the exposure. I increase the exposure now and you can see it, but this is going to come up later, which will be way better, and you'll see how it looks like. And then I'm going to increase the contrast as well. When you increase the contrast, you can see how it looks like right now. It's not ready yet, but when you decrease the highlights, because we don't need these, like we need to outline the lights on the top, which are LED, and then we need to do the shadows. So when you decrease the shadows, you can see that the exposure basically decreases too. However, the exposure stays on at the end there. You can see that it's way lighten up in the end. It's way lighter. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna decrease the shadows to 40, and I'll increase a bit. I'll increase the highlights a bit, and then the whites. So the whites are basically the lights you can see. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna just decrease them a bit. Sorry about that. I'm just a bit ill right now, and my voice is a bit boring. But I'll continue doing these videos for you when I am better as well. So these are the blacks basically. I am adjusting the blacks. You can see the difference. What we're going to do right now is we're going to decrease the blacks too, so we can just make it just streety, nice artsy photography for Instagram, which is a great this is a great example. This is one of my best photos I've ever taken. It was a spontaneous decision. I just saw it. I was like, oh, I gotta take this photo because it's amazing. Just lowering the shutter speed, that's why the people are just like that, are just shadowed, because when you lower the shutter speed, the camera shoots in it waits about 2 seconds to take a photo. I'll just say it in these terms because if I start explaining, it's going to be very complicated. So what we're gonna do right now, we're gonna leave this for later. My voice is awful. And we're gonna take care of the color now. So we're going down and you see color here. This is your reds. This is basically this is the most important part of editing a photo. This is basically changing colors, doing whatever you want with the color basically. So reds, you can see the saturation right now on the reds. You can see it in the back, right here in the back. You can see how it changes saturation because it's a bit red and it recognizes it as a red. It might be a bit orange, but it recognizes it as a red. So what we're gonna do, we're not gonna outline it much. We're gonna just decrease it that much. Every detail is important when you start editing photos. Every single detail can give you a lot of popularity. So what we're gonna do, we're not gonna decrease the orange because you can see that it changes right here. We're gonna increase it a bit actually, just show and then the luminance is basically the light and like if it's lighter or darker, that's what it is. So we're gonna do it like this because we want these people here to be shown as well. And then the yellows, I can't see any yellows. That's how you can see if you have any yellows on your photo. They might be just small details, but oh yeah, there you go. You can see the person's like their shirt is changing. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna decrease it a bit because we don't want any distraction, much distraction of the center of the photo, because that's what we're trying to get. That's what we're trying to show. Now the greens, I don't really think there are any greens here. You can see it by moving it, nothing changes. That's how I see it. Very unprofessional. I've been using actually Lightroom for like only a month. I'm an amateur. I just wanted to show you how I do things. Now the aqua, it should change here. You can see this shirt here, like this person is coming in, so we're going to decrease it because we don't want distraction as well. We're going to decrease it to like 100. That's usually not preferable to decrease anything, to decrease or increase anything minus 100 or plus 100, because it just, the whole color disappears. But I just prefer it this way right now because the aqua color on this person here, it's not as saturated. It's not as saturated. So, and there are not many people with the blue color, so I would rather risk it and do it this way. And then we're gonna do the saturation of the blue, of the whole blue. You can see how the photo changes, but I don't want it this way. It can be this way as well, desaturated street urban look, but I'm going to just do it a bit. I'm not gonna keep the whole thing like this because this is very, very cold. I'm gonna just do this. I feel it this way. And then the luminance, you look how it changes, because this was basically recognized as blue, this part here, because it was a colder photo. So I'm gonna just decrease it a bit, make it a bit darker, outlining the lights here, and making sure that will be the view of the photo is right here in the center, and you can see the symmetry. That's what we're trying to do, make it a symmetric photo with these lights and these people here walking. This was a photo taken in just while I'm doing it. I'll just tell you a bit of a story about a photo. This is a photo while I was on I was doing a trip around the States. I visited Los Angeles, Las Vegas, Denver, and New York. That was my second to last day in New York, and it was very enjoyable. I just visited a lot of places. I've been to New York twice. This was my second time. And let me just interrupt here. I'm doing the purple. It recognizes this color as purple, a bit purplish. So this is because the photo was colder. You can see how it changes. So we're gonna make it lighter here. Sorry, I'm still talking though. I don't know why my voice is that. I run like 4 miles yesterday. Not yesterday, like 2-3 days ago, and I got a bit of like cold. I'll sharpen it a bit. That this is the part that you can sharpen your photo. Look how it doesn't look good when you sharpen that much. So I'm gonna just do it like 9. Looks a bit like, just change it just a bit. It's not like Instagram sharpening when you gotta bump it up to 100% because that's the way Instagram works. This is very touchy, like enable profile corrections. This is basically, you can choose here your camera basically, and it's gonna change it to the correct lens. However, it doesn't recognize my lens because at the time when I shot it, it was with a faulty camera. It was with a Sony Alpha 6000, but it was faulty. It doesn't even recognize my lens here. I bought the original one now, so you can level it up. However, it messes it up. That's perfect level. I love my leveling skills. After that, I can crop it, but I'll just show you how this works. I know I'm talking a lot. That's how I am. Now the best part is this. This is a basically tone curve, that's what's called, and you can change the shadows, you can change the blacks, the whites. So this is the shadows here. This is like what gives it an Instagrammy effect. Basically, what we're gonna do is increase it like this, and now it's just amazing, man. You can see this thing is just, it will give you a lot of like, if somebody is looking for popularity, it will give you a lot of popularity. Just shooting photos like this, especially if you're in New York or like city like Chicago or something, it will be just dope, man, to shoot photos like this. And that's basically it. That's my this is the photo that I made, and from scratch. Oh, let's see, we can certainly do this a bit. This is decreasing the exposure on the top so we can outline the lines basically. With this part here, it's like it's only certain locations. You can just move it around in certain locations. It doesn't matter if it's like this here because it still catches it. And we can just do this, and that's a perfect photo right now for Instagram. And I'll just keep this video about 10 minutes, and that's why I just wanted to finish it here. Just wanted to show you the final effect of how it's done. So this was the previous photo, this is the new photo. You can see the difference. It's just amazing. You can see it, boom. And this is just so much better. To if you agree with me, go ahead and leave a comment. I'll put my Instagram as well so you can see the actual photo there when I upload it. My Instagram is moff culture, MOFF culture. I'll put it in the description below. So there you go, guys. This is the tutorial of how you can make a 3D photo with your camera, like $200 camera or $300 camera. You can do it with any single camera. You just gotta have the vision. You just gotta walk around and you can see things, and you can just like, okay, I'm gonna shoot this. I love it. This particular photo is from street photography. I love street photography and I embrace it all the time. Whenever I see something, I'll shoot it. That's a typical American way. And there you go. This is the tutorial. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll upload this photo. When you finish your photo, you can just go ahead and export it here. What you're gonna do here, you're gonna just set up your new folder. It's gonna be New York City. I'm gonna do train station. This was shot on Canal Street, New York City, 25th Street. And there you go. And now my photo is exported. And that's how you do it, guys. This is a tutorial of how to edit your photos on Lightroom. I would suggest to use Lightroom if you want really to take time for your photos. And that's it basically, guys. Have a great day, and I hope you use this method for you to edit your own photos. See you later.